There's 17 million hotel rooms in the world. You want to go to the museum, and then for dinner, the AI will set it up and send it to your wallet.
There you go. Mobile Groove at Possible, and so excited to meet new people, new ideas. And that's where I come to you, Kevin, because I looked at what you were doing, what you're speaking about, and I thought, makes total sense. It's additional advertising space because we have travelers in hotels, but it's also very different. So maybe we just start off with a little bit about your company and how you're approaching this opportunity.
Thanks, Peggy. Thanks for having me here. So the Hotel Communication Network started about 15 years ago when tablets first came into the technology world. And we had the concept of putting tablets into guest rooms.
Right.
As an amenity for the guests, giving them all the information about the hotel and the city, and also communication and services with the hotel. So getting rid of having to pick up the phone and wait on hold to get an iron, etc. So just a convenience for the guests.
And it's in every room.
Well, the idea is to put it in every room.
Uh-huh.
And as we came to market, we realized the friction point is cost, because the hotel industry, especially at the 3- and 4-star level, don't have a lot of budget. And the way to reduce the cost is stakeholder value and bringing in other stakeholders.
We expect it because we have it at the high-end hotels, but this is now bringing it to all
3 and
travelers.
4, to all travelers,
Okay.
And it becomes a revenue source for the hotel instead of a cost if we put advertising on it.
True.
So there's the concept. And, we have been, like HCN, the Hotel Communication Network, is currently the world's leading provider of tablets, having acquired our biggest competitor in 2025. Just prior to the scale out, we finished the foundation by, in a sense, consolidating the biggest players in the industry onto one platform and getting us ready for a big scale out.
So I've got you at the right time.
Just at the right time.
I'm interviewing you right before. I can say I knew you back when.
Yeah, you'll be able to say that. We'll be actually at the Eden Rock. We actually have a signed contract with the Eden Rock. We were hoping to be installed before possible, and we're hoping to be at the Fontainebleau next year. So possible next year will be in every room. But this is a generalized rollout to the whole industry. If it's free to the hotel with a rev-share, really takes off any of the resistance points to widespread and rapid adoption. So what we're seeing is the emergence of a new digital network and advertising platform.
Advertising space matters. But of course, it has to be an ad experience. So how's that different? A traveler has different requirements. Maybe it's different relevancy of different ads. I mean, let's talk about the ad experience. Now that you have the network and you're rolling out, you're scaling up.
Right.
What can we expect? And what does that look like for the traveler?
So, for the traveler, I think what you can expect is 2 types of media content. One is travel related, about the city you're in, or about travel requirements, or about brands that are trying to specifically target travelers. Could be airlines, etc. I wouldn't expect to see a Marriott ad in a Hilton room, but Hilton might want to advertise in their own room. Hilton will use it to good advantage to their own customer. So that's one thing. The other one is experiential marketing. So with many of our hotels, what we have is different giveaways that are accompanied by advertising. So get to your room, a new craft beer, a new fragrance, and you'll get to actually have a sample and then click a button to learn about it. And on the tablet will come a video, probably as AI steps in, personally addressed to your first name, because we have your first name on the guest register. So, hey,
valuable first-party data.
Yes. Well, we don't really get the first-party data from the hotels at this point, because there's kind of a Chinese wall for privacy. But as we pick up our own clients, you join the network, we have a new product called Valet coming, which is your personal AI concierge. You get to meet Valet in the room and take him or her with you out in the city as your travel expert and guide to the city.
Wow.
So there's a second kind of foundation underneath what we're doing, and that will be that second value point. And so back to the experiential marketing, we will know a little about you when you first get to the room. When you become a Valet customer, we'll know a lot more about you. But even the starting point of just knowing your first name and being able to say, hey, Peggy, glad you're here. Thought you might like this craft beer. And if you want to know a little bit more about it, click this button.
That makes a lot of sense, because then I'm also having a little bit more of a local experience, right?
Exactly.
Speaking of beer, that's what I do everywhere I travel.
Local
I try out the
beers.
local beers. I'm based in Germany, so it's like now part of my DNA. I have to try out beer everywhere. And that's exactly what I was doing yesterday. I was like, okay, so what is local here, right?
In Germany, every town has their own kind of specialty.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I had Blue Moon, to be honest, but
Here?
different, different.
Next year at Eden Rock, we might have Blue Moon in the room for you.
There you go.
There's 17 million hotel rooms in the world, and that's not counting Airbnb and VRBO and the rest of the gig economy. 17 million rooms, and we will be going after the Airbnbs as opening into.
What was the trigger here? Because that's just it. It's such a massive network, and it's a no-brainer that it makes sense. What was what were the barriers up to this point, Kevin? What did you have to deal with?
Scale.
Scale.
See, the advertising industry loves scale.
Okay.
We had to put tablets in hotel rooms, which is millions of dollars of investment.
True.
So we go from 40,000 rooms now to 250,000 rooms within about a year and a half. And
That's
then,
scale they want to hear about.
Well, and once we trigger past 100,000 rooms, it's everywhere, and the network ignites. And it's starting that ignition right now. We're really starting to see that.
I can also see, because I come from more the intersection of advertising and tech and commerce, I could even see that,
Commerce.
Exactly. I was just going to get to that.
We are a commerce media platform in which you will be able to, or the hotel can sell you products. Vendors in the city will be able to sell you products and get them to your room. Blue Moon might advertise and then have it delivered.
Got an idea here. Yeah. But it makes such sense, because we travel and we land, and I'm traveling 2-3 trips a month sometimes, not knowing exactly.
Yeah.
I know the basics of where I am, but Google Maps and all the rest, I get it. No offense there, but
it's kind of like drinking from a fire hose.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas what we'll be bringing you is not only a curated experience in terms of information that after a few questions, AI can just bring you what you want, but also instant and seamless transaction. You want to go to the museum, and then for dinner, the AI will set it up and send it to your wallet.
There you go.
So that is part of the network. And the more useful the network, the more used it is, the more valuable the advertising becomes.
I can see where this makes sense. And also for local, because, local businesses, they're very interested in this. We don't have local news in the States. And I mean, in Europe, it's also not much better. So they would want to get in on it. What would that process look like? How do I engage with you?
So locally, we will be working with the Convention and Visitor Bureau in each city.
Okay.
And each city's local is already connected in. So that's the way the local will happen. The museums, the restaurants, they'll go through the CVB and we will have their presence on our system. The second part of this is national. And we have an ad agency. We are reaching out, and anyone can reach.
Okay. And probably going to be having more ad agencies as you expand.
And that's why we're here at Possible, to kind of set our roots.
A couple of ad agencies.
Well, not so much to shop, but just to set our roots, deepen our roots in the ad business, make sure that the industry knows we're here. This is our first Possible conference.
Okay.
And really, we're just igniting the network this year. A year from now, we should be a well-known commodity in the ad world, with multiple brands and a global presence.
And we're finally going to have a concierge service when we travel. It was always the promise, but it's like it's split between my phone and a little bit at the hotel and a little bit with people. But I think that's the point. The curation is what's important here.
Well,
I can go on my phone, but I'm going to be dragged all over the place. Oh, there's a great restaurant, but by the way, it's 8 kilometers this way.
Right.
And this will be really, truly local,
an AI
relevant.
Concierge that you can train. And here's the point.
Okay.
Train and take with you.
Yes.
And then we become, and this is our goal, obviously, is to become your travel partner. Wherever you go in any city in the world, we want to be the resource, the expert that helps you find what you're looking for. And that's a hotel communication network's kind of foundational philosophy.
I love it. HCN.
And then Valet.
Yes. And Valet.
VALAI.
Smart.
We're your valet.
Kevin, Kevin. Very, very cool. I have to say, I'm excited to see it roll out because as a frequent traveler, I will embrace it. But I'm also excited because I got you just at the right moment. It was just a feeling when I was reading about what you're doing, and I thought, that makes a lot of sense now. But obviously, that was your business model from the start. Such a pleasure.
Thank you
and
so
I wish
much,
you every
Peggy.
success. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.